This morning I want to talk to us about God, sex, and you. Come and say God, sex, and you. Open your Bible to 1 Corinthians chapter 7. I'd like to read verse 2 and 3. Concerning the things of which wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto her husband. The wife have no power of her own body, but the husband, and likewise also the husband have no power of his own body, but the wife. Defraud ye not one the other, except be consent for a time, that you may give yourself to fasting and prayer, and come together again, so that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency. Amen. Now, there are about few passions that God put in our system. One of them is passion for food. Come on, say passion for food. Now, it's normal when you wake up in the morning to desire food. If you are not desiring food, you are dead. Am I right? When a child is born, he must cry for food. It's a desire. God put it there. The second desire God put inside us is desire for sex. It is God that designed it there. And you see, there are three things that control the world today. One of them is money. Come and say money. Come and say money. Now, some of you are in Lagos. Some of you are not born in Lagos. Some of you find yourself here because of money. Some of you will have stayed in your village where you can get fresh food every day and fresh air. But money brought you here. A lot of people are running everywhere in the world because of money. Money is very important. God is going to give you money. The second thing that controls the world today is power. Come on, say power. People are looking for political power everywhere. And they want, if they can collect power, they can collect money. The third thing that controls the world is sex. Come on, say sex. Oh my God, sex is a powerful thing. God put it inside us. Paul has to write to the Corinthian church about it, that this thing, sex, we need to work on it because it can destroy things. I want to tell you some truth about sex this morning. The first thing I want you to know, that sex is created by God. It's created by who? God injected it into our system. Now, when you are growing up as a young man, you discover that when you wake up every day, you have what I call erection. Am I right? A young man went to a priest pastor and said, "Study, I notice every time I wake up, I have erection." Pastor says, "It's good. Don't just allow your erection to give you direction." Are you with me? You will need that erection one day, but don't let it give you what? So don't let your erection give you that. So that thing inside us that make us desire opposite sex, it is God that put it inside us. Are you with me? So the first thing I want you to know, that sex is created by God. The second thing I want to tell you this morning is that sex has boundary. Yes, what? God has set boundary for everything He has designed. He set boundary for sea. He set boundary for the wind. So He set boundary for sex. The only way you can exercise sex is by the boundary of marriage. You must have your own husband, which means the one you number. When you buy a car, do you put a plate number on it? That's why when you have a wife, you change the name. It's the same thing. So your own husband, the one that belongs to you, that's the only person you can do sex with. Now, if you don't have husband, you don't have business with sex. Are you with me? You will be keeping it until the time God has given you license for nonsense. What I call it? Now, what we give you when you get married, you call it license for what? You can do any nonsense anywhere with anybody as long as it's somebody you have collected license for. Are you with me? So, God designed sex. He has set a boundary for it. And let me say number 3, sex is spiritual. Sex is what? Oh my God. Sex is not just I'm feeling something, I just enter somebody. You are not entering somebody, you are entering spirits. Because every time you sleep with somebody, you are connecting the spirit of two of you together. Are you with me? Soul, spirit, body is meeting. And if that person carries some spirit, it's going to inject it into you. And that is why we want the young people who are not married to be careful about sex. Sex is spiritual. Do you know some occultic people, when they want to make money, they will say, go and sleep with a mad woman. Have you heard it before? Because sex is spiritual. There are some cults that people belongs to that I know in the world today. those courts, they tell them that as many girls that are glorious you can sleep with, you are collecting their stars.